Oh, is it working? Do, 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 do. I think it's working. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. Is this working? I am not in trading you guys anymore. All right, who is there? Let me try to publish, send a little bit of this information out to Twitter, because right now this is going to be serious. We're really going to do it. Share Twitter. Oh, I could do it this way. Cool. Live stream. Yeah. Who we're going to add? We're going to add gold, silver, fin, twit, GLD, SLV. All right, let's do it. Yeah, last minute. But it felt kind of bad because of the few tries I did there on TradingView where it didn't quite work out. So hopefully I can make it up a little bit. Who is... All right. Where else could I put this? Okay, so I'm going to start. So until you guys come in... Wow, look at that. What's wrong? Okay, let's close that one. Close. And let's start TradingView once again. Do 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 do. Loading, loading, loading. All right. Anybody out there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, let's do it. So if there's any of your charts you want to do, I'll do them right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm trading. This is pure YouTube. It should not crash, so we should be able to get some good stuff happening. Good, perfect. All right. So all right, who's the first one? Who's the first one? What do you want to do before I start telling you stories about my childhood? You don't want that. UFO? Okay, let's do UFO. Let's see where this beast is landing. Yeah, the linear chart, I've noticed there that pretty insane for these miners. It's like crazy stuff. Even like the recent move that Alien Metal did on the linear chart, can't even see it. So log right away. It gives you a little bit better view of these fast moving type of stocks. Okay, PGM, Matt. Okay, pure gold, alba. Good. All right, awesome, guys. And it's like a win-win. You ask me for stuff, and I try to analyze them, but at the same time, it makes me practice there my skills, sharpen the iron. Okay, UFO. Look at that, man. So here's the wick. And look at that wick. That's log scale. So this was a big move from the close of the previous month, 156. A lot of FOMO right here. $3, almost $3.15, almost a double right there. And now it's good. You don't want it to go parabolic right now. Price action, sellers coming in. It's a wick. And it closed the next month up, a little wick below. So this is actually moving along nicely. The best part, as you know, guys, was to get in. Okay, let me get my tools. How come I don't know them by heart? So look at this is the volume defined base. And you even see it right here. Higher lows. Right here around 29 cents. Monthly defined breakout line. Right down here. So this candle closed in July. In August was really go time. And then move up. It's a beast. So where can this pull back? So let's put in some moving averages. Here is my monthly profiling. For UFO, Borgil Sky. Yeah, look at that. So you get stretched. So right now, this is a good. It's one of my techniques there to see how far the stock has proven it could get stretched away from its moving averages. So right now in this move up, really went parabolic. And there's always, look at that, you were 377% away from the moving average. A lot of fear of missing out. It could go 1,000, a million percent away. But depending where you entered, what your targets were, where the next resistance is, it was a good high probability that the reset would start happening. It's already starting to deflate, letting that moving average, that 1 year moving average catch up. And you see I had a bullish cross, right? The 1 year moving average over a 3 year. So everything's set, just like right here, you want to, when you're below that 1 year moving average and below 3 year, it's a downtrend. Right now, you're building the same thing going upwards. So entering here, is it a good move? Probably not. You want that to reset. What should I use? My pen? Where's the pen? Man, how come I don't know this? So you want it to reset here. How low is it going to get before it turns around? Let's look for clues. So here's the stock. Let's make this a thicker line. Double click. Trend line. Okay. So maybe when it hits that trend line, that pivot line, which was previous resistance, now turns support, could give you some indication before it goes back upwards. So it's still looking good, very bullish, exploded strongly, but it's possible that it could retrace all the way to 1 year moving average, 44 cents. Wow, it moves so fast. Yeah, these explosion moves, they're very hard to handle, and that's what I'm realizing with silver. It's pure insanity. You get stretched so hard, and after that, it retraces 50% of the move easily, and then after that, you panic, you sell the bottom, then it explodes back upwards. But you have to remember, we are in a precious metals bull era, so these moves, they'll be violent, they'll come back down. Let's do the arrow path. Zoom in. So these type of moves that's going to happen, it's going to go all the way down here. Oh. And then after that, maybe go back upwards here. And look at that. That's a 50. Let's put Fibonacci retracement. Where are you? Fib retracement. So look at that move. So let's say the move started about here. And let's add the 61, 50. Wow. So that's a big retracement move right there. Let me see. Did I do it the wrong way? Okay. So even if it goes all the way back down here, maybe a 78% retrace move, let that moving average catch up. So yeah, that's what it is. UFO, hard to get in now. If you got in early, good. But right now, I would not enter at this exact price point. Okay, what's the next one? Alba. Ooh, never heard about that ticker. This one, on the guys, a lot of guys from the UK. Wow, look at that. Look at that explosion. Okay, let's zoom out. So what are we dealing with here? And I always use the closes. So you'll see right here, white candle close. That's where the market said you're not closing higher than that. It gapped up the next month, so I'm not getting, that's just a gap up. It closed below. But for resistance, it's white candle closes, and to draw my support, it's red closes. I can move that one a little bit here. So hit, close, and broke out above. So right now it's kind of cool here. It's consolidating above that huge pivot line, that huge breakout line right here. So that could be a diagonal trend line breaks, or it's more like trend shifts. So you got to get these things, they move fast. So if you wait for horizontal breakout lines, it's kind of, you won't get in earlier. So the steeper the angle, look at that, like these type of moves here, you get in early because you know. And with the weight of evidence, because you're in a precious metals bull market, these diagonal trend lines, these fast changing paradigm shifts, which happen in where everything else is exploding at the same time, it creates opportunities to get in early. Because in normal times, you're below the 3-year moving average. It's still declining 1-year moving average. You say, this is not, it could still be in a downtrend like on these other previously. But the difference is right now is gold has broken out a year ago. Silver's breaking out. So these, when you see these moves right here, this August candle closing above the 1-year moving average above, that's early signals that you could actually jump on these. These become lower risk opportunities that you could grab lower because of the weight of evidence. I used to just look at the charts in one chart, and then this I would never get in. I wait for super conservative there. But the more conservative you are, and this is kind of contrary to what I've been told, is you're going to wait, you're going to wait. And you're probably going to buy on a breakout, but you're not going to get those huge baggers. That's 7 cents. Look at how exponential this move right now to this price right here. The actual buy signal right here was at 13 cents. And now it's at 46. That's like a 4 bagger already for... and look at that. So that's where the big explosive moves, the big bucks to be made on these trend shifts that we're living right now. But this is like, so that happened. Now we create a bigger base and we're consolidating above. And look at that, you're above volume defined node right there. Okay, I missed it a little bit. Zoom in. So right here, you're above that. So this is now support. Here's another one right there. So right now, this price action is creating a volume defined node. And if you get up above, you're going to slide up. And then you should vacuum some more. So very interesting. Not that bad risk entry. Because it's consolidating above this descending trend line. But you see the natural resistance right there is just above that. But we're in a bull market, guys. All right. Next one, Alba pure gold. Yeah, well, Josh, yeah, for Alba, yeah, for the fundamentals, I know a lot of guys look at that. See, I don't even have time. So all the fundamentals, all the projects, all that stuff, you're analyzing that. The investors analyzing that. It's them buying if they're believing the probabilities of those results being divulged to the public in the near future. It's these guys buying right here. So that thing there, buy the rumor, sell the news, kind of works a little bit, right? So I know they have projects, but the market, remember, it discounts in the future. So which one's lagging which? Price actions kind of should be your lead there into all that, unless you're an insider and you have information there in the company. Okay, pure gold. PGM, right? Pure gold. Oh, I'm starting to know these things, guys. I used to know nothing about all these miners. It was primarily gold, silver, but then after that, after following GV and seeing, even I saw like the leverage was in the silver miners. I did a podcast a few back since SILJ, and then you get even more leverage if you go pick and choose the best ones in those juniors. And then all these names, guys, now most people are starting to know these names. And eventually these guys, some of these are going to get big. And you'll get, there'll be known names like Kirkland Lake or Kirkland. I always forget how to pronounce that. It used to be one of these guys. And after that, year after year, and then after that, PGM could eventually be a big guy. Okay, let's do it. So look at that. These patterns, I've seen these all over the place. I think Pro Metal has a pattern like this. And I think I did one recently on Twitter that had a similar pattern. Check it out. Let's go. I'm going to show you my Twitter feed. Which one did I see that was similar to that? This one here. Bluestone Resources. So this Bluestone Resources, it looks pretty similar to all right, there, do you see it? Yeah, it looks similar to PGM. Sharp down, tight move, and look, oh, so that'd be great if Bluestone Resources did the same thing as Pure Gold. Best entry right here. Look at that, volume defined, fair value, huge base. It was just begging. Precious bulls market, these things will have a tendency to resolve upwards. You had a couple of months, April, exploded in May, now going up, letting that moving average catch up. Volume drying up, so this could actually be a good entry here. So if the monthly chart is too stretched and you want to time your entry, you could go in on the daily, and on the daily you'll get some more clues. So 50-day moving average consolidating right here, 200-day moving average catching up. So for a trader or swing trader, you look at the 50-day moving average, look at that volume defined node, you're sliding above it. This thing is going to move very soon, and it's probably going to move upwards. This beautiful consolidation, explode, consolidation, explode. Here's fear. So here's the distance from the 50-day moving average. Tight. So you're not stretched, you're not buying into greed right here. So if you would have bought here, stretch away from that 50-day moving average, and you would have had to live all these days there consolidating, you would have given up. So this would probably be my target. So buy here, let it explode, and once it gets close distance away from the 50-day moving average, so that's the rate of change, that's how stretched it is, maximum fear of missing out right here, maximum fear right here, and this is your fuel tank, all that move up. So you could hold until you get to these previously defined resistance points, and then you could probably take some profits once you reach there. Even the stock, look at the stock. Here's the fuel, just turning above, and then once you break out, it's probably going to go through that. If it breaks out above that, it could go and start flatlining in the overbought, and then you're in the power zone. So PGM actually, when you look on the monthly chart, you could kind of get scared, but on the daily chart, precious bulls market, it looks pretty sweet. Okay, all right, who is next? PGM we just did a 2-day double. Inca 1, Inca. Thanks guys for coming on the live chat last second. So if you show up, you get to ask your questions. I'm available right now. I am running out of time to do this type of things. I just felt bad about the trading view thing there not working out, so I think I owed you guys one. But enjoy it while I am able to do this. So Inca, okay, let's go back on the monthly. And that's get your templates ready, guys, so you can move fast. Okay, this is often what I've seen in when you see bulls, North Star's super favorite duper bulls. So the bull is great for a visual representation of a slope going down, but the slope starting to slow down. So that's good. You're seeing a trend reversal. You're seeing the moving averages. They're starting to catch up, turn over. But there's often one violent move I've noticed off the bottom. Bam, moves up violently. You could look at the gold chart, like 2016, it did that after the lows from 2012. And after that, if really this is going to be an arc, it doesn't have to be an arc. It could be a V shape and just keep going back up. Where's my tools? Often I see after that, this is not the go time where you think it's going to go to the moon. It actually needs some more time. Either like you saw in the Probe Metal or Bluestone Resources, goes sideways and then explodes. Or it goes down, touches the arc, and goes back up. So the right hemisphere of the arc, you don't know exactly where it is until you have one touch on the right hemisphere and you get a second touch to really confirm that you're making a higher low, and that's really the new curve of ascent, and that's going to propulse you upwards. So right now you're above a 1-year moving average, above a 3-year moving average, but it hasn't consolidated of this violent bounce off the bottom, right just there for Inca. So it doesn't mean it can't go up when a precious bull market. Maybe it doesn't even have to digest all that right now. The timing's just there, but it hasn't matured enough. Look at that. Look at the volume though. Look at that. Where is it? Volume defined node right there. We're right below it. See how the price action got dragged down below it. So we're consolidating right below. So that 52 cents, guys, is critical. If ever it goes above that, monthly close above that, we might not go back down on the right side to test that. So that is my take on Inca. Inca. All right, next one. My chat live. Kefi. A lot of people like kefi. Gold and copper. In copper, I'm super bullish copper. You want copper to explode at the same time as gold, silver. Really, you see, same thing. This one as the one we just saw, right? Violent long-term trend below 3-year, 1-year moving average. Violent explosion up. So is this the bottom? Does this need more time to consolidate? And you don't know where, again, the arc is going to be. And doesn't always have to be an arc. Right here, we're getting close to that 1-year moving average. Here is, let me put a trend line on the stock. So remember, resistance, previous resistance becomes support. It has a tendency to attract. So this could be in the cards if I use my imagination. Something like that, getting stretched above. So we're getting close, a nice reset, letting that 1-year moving average catch up. We're above the 3-year moving average. If it closes above this, guys, it's not that bad. Look at the volume. We're right under. This is support right there. So this could be kefi could be interesting right there. Let's go on the daily just to get a little closer view. Yeah, Captain Cellblood. We'll check NAM, one of Eric Sprott's picks from, that's probably like one of the podcasts I did there that had the most views there. I don't know. Maybe in the YouTube algorithm, you put Eric Sprott and a whole bunch of people must be Googling his name. Oh, okay, below 50-day moving average. Still above the 200-day moving average. Stock is really low. So let's take a look at the bullish technicals. See the volume right there holding us, support. So this is a maximum fear entry. Lots of fear right now. Oh no, what do I do for my kefi? So this could be actually a good opportunity to, especially in the bull market there. It really looks lower lows. Yeah, it's tough. So, there's a way. Well, yeah, this is fear. See, even when I hesitate, it's even me fearing. But it's not an A++ setup there, like the ones that are already breaking out, already ready to go. This one is one that if you got in early, right now it's just consolidating. And this could be on the low range right now of it before it moves in, makes a next move up, guys. Because if it breaks down, what's the bearish scenario? 200-day moving average. Maybe if that doesn't hold, you have a vacuum all the way down to 96 cents. But in the precious bulls market, you're hitting that longer term resistance, which is now support. It should hold here, guys. Yeah, kefi. All right, what's the next one? Please, can you do Spanish Mountain Gold? Yes, I can. SPA. Spanish Mountain Gold. Do. Helka, NAM, Alianza, or Bunker Hill. All right. Let's go on the monthly for Spanish Mountain Gold. Jesus. Bam. Look at the nice, beautiful base. So this is what I mean about that. Those violent, see, go downtrend, violent explosion off the decisive bottom. And what it did, higher lows. It came down, you see, below the 3-year moving average. You had to have to wait a stick a long time to live through that. And then you started hitting the right hemisphere. I would have liked a nicer touch here. Then another one here. Then you have another arc. I see arcs everywhere. Right there. And after that, just exploded up. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening. Here was the gold time right here. Exploded. And right now you see how it's catching up to the moving average. The 1-year moving average is starting to catch up. So how low will it go? Let's look at the volume, define support right here. So we were above it. So right now, you know what I'm going. We're on the daily chart. Daily chart. Daily chart. Okay, so above a 1 year. Okay, I'm going to remove all these drawings. Above the 200-day. Oh, went down below the 50. But you see this often in these gold and silver charts. Let me do a line here. Breaking out above volume defined support. It looks like it's gonna, and again, precious bulls market. You're not stretched from the 50-day moving average. A lot of fear here. Nobody wants to buy Spanish gold. Might go down. No. But actually, this is actually all fueled up. And even the stock is showing that it's starting to move upwards. So yeah, for a trader, for an entry, it's here. The worst case after that, well, you're 46 cents. In the worst case scenario, you're going to go down to the 200-day moving average. And if it really falters, then the 20 cents. But yeah, look at that explosion right here. Look at the beautiful, beautiful base right here. This is what you had to look for. The initial cross of the bullish cross with those moving averages above resistance, volume defined support. Look at that. I'm just going to move my volume profiling on the left side. And this is a little game I like to play, the what if game. So let's say I was here and somebody was saying, hey Pat, I want you to analyze Spanish gold. So the volume here is going to crunch just for the profiling for the volume right here. Tight, nothing on above. I have a bullish cross right here. Even here, see, I have the stock starting to break out. So got some signs. Okay, I might go in here. I know it's a long base. And bam. And then you could have potentially, and that's the dream, catch these huge moves. And even here, you see halfway through, you would have thought, oh, I'm super far away. And look how it kept extending. And here we are, guys. Yeah, so this is probably digested a lot of that move. Let's go to good old Fibonacci. So let's see how much it retraced. So it retraced, yeah, 61%, guys. So that's a good retrace. Yeah, this one should, I see that one keep going up, guys. Okay, I'm reading the chat. Okay, there's Triumph Gold, Alenza, Bunker, Nam, Helka, Galini. Benno, will you be able to advise if we have missed the run-up of a stock? When is the next time to make an entry while overcoming? Yeah, well, the distance from the 50-day moving average is a great way. I figured out how to know if there's fear of missing out. It doesn't mean the price can not keep going up, but your goal is to buy. You can't feel bad because you bought and the stock kept going up. Oh man, I missed it. No, you didn't miss anything, because your goal is to buy low risk entries for the high rewards. So anybody that would have bought here, it could have been reasonable to say, this is lower, this is higher risk buying here than buying down here. So stretch. So right now what's fun about Spanish gold is proven that it's able to explode there. So now you have a high watermark. So I love previous defined, because when you're above all-time highs, you're kind of in the dark. You don't know when the market's going to decide that this price has run its course, where the natural resistance is, where the next seller is going to be. You don't really know. But now this, you kind of know. So right now, this would be a target to sell. So you could expect Spanish mountain gold, especially in the precious bulls market, that it could go crazy and extend itself 200% away from its 50-day moving average. So that, again, if you get to these type of areas, then you know that it's a big good area to take profits. If you're a trader, swing trader, you could use those type of tools there to see where you could take profits. See when it exploded right here, the stock, look at that, went up, stayed. Look at that crazy move it did. North Star, almost dropped my water. North Star loves doing that. He puts measured moves on. Okay, let's do a measured move. He loves doing that. So he looks at the stock when it explodes or from the bottom, and then he measures how much gains he would have gotten in that run. So that, okay, hold on. Let's change the colors. Label, black. So that move, off that break, off the stock, all the way to the peak, it's a 5-bagger, 61-cent move. And log moves, they kind of work with, again, with these penny stocks because they're just so explosive at the beginning. So the log charts. So right now, if we could say that it exploded right here. So let's say, don't want to get your greed up, guys, but so this is the greedy target, 550 about. So right there, $2.30. There you go. Bam. That's a target. So it's even actually more. It's probably even if we repeat this type of moves, logarithmically, it's a 5-bagger for this Spanish mountain gold. Is it fundamentally accurate to say that I go there? I don't know. But the more the price appreciates, maybe the more the management's going to do exploration, more they're going to, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. All this stuff there, it's all linked. It's you can't get trapped in the news, why a stock can't go somewhere or not, or else like Tesla, right? Perfect example of stock. You want to make money, so you want to be right, why the fundamentals are right, and even if the price moves up, maybe it's something completely unrelated to your fundamental analysis. You don't know. So this could be kind of the next move there that could happen, next explosion. All right. How much more can I do before my brain melts? Triumph? Okay, James, choose one. Triumph, Alianza, or Bunker Hill. That's it for you. No more. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to do NAM. NAM. I checked them out. It's a Sprott ticker, but it's not gold. It's New Age metals. I think it's something else, like stuff you put in batteries, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, or nickel or something, right? It's like rare earths. But I'm not. It's not a gold play, I believe, this one per se. Right, Captain Saltblood. All right. So here's NAM. Exploded. Okay, let's go on the monthly chart to see the damage. Because, golden minerals is pretty sweet. Yeah, there you go. Platinum rare earths. So this is like in the pullback that we had in the silver juniors there. It looks like people, oh man, they pull back 50%. But when you look on the monthly chart, often it doesn't. It gives you perspective. So violet move down, exploded. So here it is, NAM. So this is the first angle trendline paradigm shift, very steep. Here's the next one, less steep, and eventually there'll be, instead of that being resistance, it'll be support. We'll have angles below. And look at that, the arc, this low is actually forming a nice arc for NAM. So second touch of that right arc, if it holds, and now the 1 year and 3 year moving average are really coinciding, closing up. Are we above? We're right below fair value volume peak. So it's go time for NAM. You wanted this month to testing. Maybe it wants to test that pivot line, previous resistance turn support, and then go back upwards. So a lot of fear, close to that 1 year moving average or below it a little bit. But we're in a commodities bull market. The DXY is getting devaluated. And right now, this is probably some, remember those other charts where I said, look, the good entry was here? Or if it just goes up a little bit above this and closes above a monthly close above that volume defined fair value, this thing could slide up, guys. And it digested a lot of this downtrend, sideways move. It's actually looking pretty good now. Okay. Okay. So Galicia. Jesus, hell. What did I get myself into? I can't do all this, guys. No. All right. HL. Helka. Oh, boy. You know what the hardest part is? Is doing the editing after of this video. Yikes. That's scary. Okay, so Helka has been known as a perennial, like, I don't know, diluter from Garrett Goggins says that, like, from Helka or CDE, they're every time it goes up, they find a way to drive down share value. But I don't know. I just like looking at the chart. So this thing, where, right here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it could make a case that it actually broke out on the monthly chart in July, and beautiful pullback and exploding back upwards. See, sometimes when it pulls back, it doesn't have to go all the way down to the previous volume node. I've noticed sometimes it stops short and then tries to climb back up the magnet, that fair value where everybody transacted. It also serves as a magnet. And the closer you get to it, the tighter it gets as resistance, and if you flip over, it becomes support. So Hekla could actually, if precious bull market, I really like to see it change that trend and start making a higher low, higher high. So if it goes back over those 2016 highs, I think it's go time. Let me get a sip of water. All right, Bonterra. I'm gonna have to stop it soon, guys. It's too nice outside. All right. Which one? Galicia Gold. Okay, let's do Galani. Gold. Wow, look at that. Same thing. Explosion, base. But I see arcs everywhere. Starts here. Zoop. Something like that. Touch, slowing down. Pooh, violent hit on the right. One hit, 2 hits. Monthly defined support. And getting close to that 1 year moving average. Huge pullback. Yeah, wow. So that is actually above a huge volume defined base. This is actually getting to get pretty sweet entry right there, guys. Where is my fib retracement for that move? Yeah, 61% retracement. Now, this is probably a low risk entry in the bull market. This is actually looking pretty good. Okay, Bonterra, Spa, okay, Golden Minerals, Baru, Jesus, Triumph. Okay, James, okay, you want Triumph? Okay, let's do Triumph. TIG. Violent hit. Explode. Dip. Where is my arc? Arcs within arcs. So So you want the arc to hold. If it doesn't hold, well, you draw another arc. But that means the price action is going somewhere else. Beautiful, going downwards. Hit, hit, hit. Violent explosion upwards. One, two. Could this be the second hit of the arc? Volume defined. So this one's on the low end. The moving average is going down. It's really hanging on by a thread, this one. Volume defined, resistance now above. You want, remember the other charts we saw, how healthier they were because they were above the 1 year moving averages. Not saying this can't turn around, but you want it to hang on here. You want to be an A++ setups, essentially. So in the precious bull market, you want to choose the best stocks and the best sectors to maximize your returns while the commodities are going upwards before they start reverting. So here it is. It's on the edge. You've seen Northstar do these arcs all over the time, and usually by miracle it bounces and he says, look, at technical analysis, it does matter. So this is it. So if it closes below the arc right here, you'd really have to consider an alternative play. But this is as good a time as ever to hold on and see it move back up, guys. And if ever it breaks above this descending trend line right here, then after that you're starting to climb that volume defined resistance, and then it could slide up. So that is how I see Triumph for now. Jesus, I look at the chat, look at my chart, then I turn my head to the chat, and I'm sure I missed some. Yeah, okay, golden minerals. Okay, and then Beru. Okay, golden minerals. Golden minerals. I think that's a little darling. Look at that one. You see, that's Triumph is down here, golden minerals up here. So this one is way better situated. And this one, Patrick, stop drawing arcs. Downtrend, severe downtrend, violent explosion, horizontal rate. Look at that. Where are we? Look at that. Oh, bam. Monthly defined volume. It's breaking out above. See how it pulled back just close to that 1 year inclined moving average, bullish cross. Beautiful entry last month. And I think this one's gonna keep going up, guys. Maybe test go for those 2016 highs, and then after that you could have fun seeing where it could hit. A lot of people think we're going to peak in Q1 or Q2 of 2021. Maybe there's going to be a pullback, and after that maybe all the way higher here. And as we saw with Northstar, 2024 November should be a low for gold, maybe silver a little bit before. You see, whoa. So maybe we can hit like that. So this could probably be a scenario for so 124, back down, test these levels, or it could hit anywhere here on the right hemisphere. And after that, go time. So after that next correction, go time to 381. So yeah, 380, 50 cents, 4 or 5 bagger. This one is a pretty sweet deal. All right, Marcus, enjoy the big money. Buy yourself some Lamborghinis. My dream car, man. The Lamborghini Countach. You could guess my age there. That one and the Ferrari Testarossa there, man. The Countach, those doors sliding upwards, it's like, wow. I want those. I had the poster in my childhood bedroom. Okay, Beru. Okay, let's look at Beru. Yeah, Beru is a rename, right? Because that one, it was East. And I thought, Beru. Hey. Okay, there it is. Beru. Look at that. Same thing on the good end. It looks like aumn, right? Beautiful downtrend. Bullish cross. A lot of people getting in here. Oh, it's going down. But you're in a precious bulls market. And you had great entries right here. Look at that beautiful volume defined base. Yeah, I drew this. I don't know why the arrow's like that. So this one I think is on Twitter. So right now, if it breaks below above this long-term pivot line, which is now its resistance, but it will be support. I see an explosion Q1, Q2, 2021 all the way to 52. Then a pullback maybe to this breakout line here, and then explosion all the way to this area right here, congestion area around 225 for a peak in the 2022, and then maybe go down in that 2024 November or Q2, Q3 of the 2024 get a low. So there's potential, man, for it's at 10 cents now? No. Where is it? 15 cents, $2. Where's that? 10 bagger, more than 10 bagger. Yikes. Don't shoot me if it doesn't go there, guys. I don't want the heat, just the glory. Okay, which one? Next one. Okay, Beru's done. Cube Guru, is there a book that one should read to start learning to do this kind of analysis? How did you start? Jesus, at the beginning I was in just doing penny stock forums and all that there. Just a miracle I didn't get wiped out. But Baby Pips, go on the Baby Pips school. It's on this free website. I did they have a Baby Pip school there. Funny name, but it's in a fun way of graphics, and you get to go through all the basics. You could do Stan Weinstein stage analysis. You could buy that book. But eventually you just realize that you have to experiment and do it yourself, and practice and experiment and observe, and then mix and match what fits with your profile, your trading profile. And eventually you'll just see, it's like the Matrix. Eventually you just see these things pop up. You look at a chart, and then especially those pivot lines at the beginning, I wasn't doing them too much because I couldn't see them, but eventually you see them. It's weird to explain. And if any guys, you probably have your own specialties, and you right away you get to see a problem. Well, the more you practice, the more the stuff it just appears, guys. Or you could call me and spend some time with me, and I'll be happy to teach you and show you the ropes. All right, next one. Jesus hell. 40% holding Triumph KL. Can you look at Blue Jay Mining? Blue Jay Trading. If you get the good tools, okay, go to TradingView or my Twitter. Click on the pin profile. Get the at least if you're gonna get TradingView, and I think there's a Black Friday coming up on. So wait for Black Friday. I've been told it's gonna be a great deal on TradingView, but use my referral link, so at least I get a little percentage of a little kickback on whatever you guys sign up. And I think maybe you get a better deal if you use my offer, but at least you get that volume profiling. You get multiple indicators. Recently I upgraded to you just need the pro package, the basic one, not the free one, but the pro, to at least get multiple templates and a lot of indicators, and at least the trading profile. And I upgraded recently to the Pro Plus, where I'm able to put more indicators. I could export data. I was going to do a tutorial how to do that there. I could export data, and then you have a CSV file where I did my when I went down that rabbit hole there, the Benford's Law rabbit hole. You could do a whole bunch of crazy stuff there. All right, getting sidetracked. Jesus, that's one that doesn't... Okay, so I don't have previous data. Am I looking at an arc? Or I'm looking too much? So look, it's descending 3-year moving average. It's above a 1 year, so this could be early stages. Let's look at the volume defined resistance right here. So it's above. Not as beautiful as the other ones. So what I could do is zoom in on the daily. Remove those tools. I'm never scared of removing drawings. Sometimes I think at the beginning I got a line and didn't want to erase it, didn't want to lose where it was, but I think I got better the day I said remove, and just redraw. Eventually we don't all draw our lines at the same places, so it's good to see why others might Okay, so a little hidden bullish divergence right there on the smaller time frames, looking for clues, higher lows on price action, stock resetting. So looking for bullish clues to give you hope. Hope. Close to 50-day moving average. Wow, it's holding that 50-day moving average really nicely, guys. And it's above that volume defined node. Yeah, so maybe this one, you see when you zoom in, there's actually maybe like a paradigm shift that happened here, decided I'm going up. So this is actually right here, a couple of days back, was actually a great low risk entry right here. I know there's overhead resistance on the monthly chart, but if you would really like the stock, this is probably a good place to enter. All right, next one. Trilogy Metals, TMG. Trilogy Metals. Where is it? Is that the ticker? TMQ. TMQ. Hold on, guys. My son's here. Yes, Kurt. Daddy's doing a podcast. I love you too. All right. So nice. Trilogy Metals. All right. Jesus, sell. I'm kidding. I don't know. Let's check. Let's look at the monthly chart. And wow. Okay. Well, Trilogy Metals, again, always look for A++ setups. Right now, it's actually heading into a bearish cross 1 year, below the 3-year moving average. But is this just a scare? It's not A++, guys. That's for sure. I'd rather be in the aumn, golden minerals. So where is it? Is it trying to, is there a pivot line somewhere? Is it trying to test? Because sometimes out of fear, does it want to bounce off here? So it's kind of dangerous, guys. Can you remember all these other charts? I know we're in a precious bulls era, but when you start hanging too long below that 1 year and 3-year moving average, kind of scary. You want fast moving charts that are ready to explode to the upside, that don't have overhead resistance or that it's been digested, right? You don't want a one bagger. You want to get greedy there. You want that Lamborghini. So you want those 3-4 baggers. So this is pretty much really hanging by a thread right there, guys. Really, really, really hanging by a thread. So there's buyers that came in. That's where it is, guys. Resistance right here, hanging by a thread, and probably great risk, low risk entry once it climbs above here. Let's do a projection. The fact that we are, I keep repeating it, but in the precious bulls market, I'll save your butt a lot of times on these stocks that are having difficulty. So this is like a best case scenario right here. Explode above the trend line. Maybe hit some resistance right here. Pull back, test that pivot line, hit the arc, confirm that wherever the arc is going to end, confirm the validity of the arc. So the low risk entries, actually the best low risk entry would actually be right here. If it comes back and survives that test of that breakout right here. And yeah, that's it, guys, for TMQ. Yikes. It's more a Tesla than a Lambo. Yeah, well, no Teslas back in when I was a kid, right? So I probably want a Lambo because it's nostalgia. Okay, who's next? Orkana. Yeah, Orkana's a classic. Yeah, Elephant. I did Elephant. Yeah, in my Trading View podcast I did there, that on Trading View there yesterday, that didn't end too well. There are a lot of technical glitches, but if you go on my Twitter, it's right here. I'm going to show you. Is it on my Twitter? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, okay, here's the link. So my pinned tweet, there's the link for the to get the deal. And yesterday I did, yeah, one of these works. Which one? Okay, this one works. So in this stream, starting at Q up to the 23rd minute, and I did AAG, Elephant, I think I did Orkana, and another one. So those they're in that live stream. Go straight to there so I could spend time in this live chat to do ones that haven't been done just super early. Thanks, Borgil, for the shout out. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, North Star is a mentor. He has insane amount of followers for a good reason, because his charts they're just awesome. And he's been on the gold. He's not a latecomer. He's been on the precious bull market with his arcs, with his techniques. He's since 2016. He's been in the. He owns Huey and all that. There, he's been there a long time ago, guys. Okay. JP. Okay, Winston, PLS. What are these? What would you say to Dow? Is that a person, or was that? Is that a question, Alex? You mean the gold to silver ratio, or the gold to Dow ratio? Is that what you meant? Good job. Could you share some of your ideas for PagerDuty? PagerDuty? What is that? Okay, BBBB. That's it. That's a thinker. Brixton Metals. I'm going to be a millionaire. All right. Okay. Oh, it's not that bad. You see how the charts where I say not that bad, how they look like? A lot of these, not that bad. Where's the arc? There's an arc, right? Remember back, you guys, when you learned head and shoulder patterns, then after that, you saw them everywhere. Well, I see arcs everywhere. Well, arcs are just a visual representation against of higher lows, moving average starting to move up, trend going downward, trend going upwards. It's not like rocket science where it has to be super scientific. See, look at that beautiful pivot point. Low, 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 breakout, retest, oh, to the moon. But you're still below a 1 year, a 3-year moving average. Still a lot of stuff to digest. Precious bull market wasn't quite ready, probably there yet. So for a lot of months, people started selling. And after that, no. Starting to retest, starting to define the first test of the right hemisphere. It's not complete until you do another retest. Bullish cross, consolidation above. And right now, the angle of maybe here. Maybe not. Oh, trying to fiddle around. One test, two tests, yeah, maybe retest here above 1 year, 3-year moving average. So if you're above it, so now it looks like a low risk entry, guys. It hasn't tested the right hemisphere. It doesn't have to if it's not an arc. So let's look at the volume defined profiling. So again, that's why it's super critical, the volume defined profiling, guys, because if ever you're not sure about your chart trading, your chart pattern analysis, well, that gives you a visual presentation where to draw a box. Bam. So you kind of see right here that this is an important area where a lot of sellers that got trapped here, buyers that got trapped here, sold here. And I have another one right here. So, whoa, right here. So right smack on top of that volume defined node, monthly defined support right here. Resistance turns support, what I call a wall. Let's get rid of these things. Oh, no, ugly. So yeah, maybe a low risk entry right here. Could bounce off this support right here. And what could be the... Let's stay positive. Stay positive. Crazy move up. Go down here. And then up to the moon. So how does that fit? So this is going to be this support. If we break out above, this resistance is going to become support. Here's some natural resistance right here. So these are natural spots where I could stop. So right now, 33 cents. A greedy target, maybe a 3-bagger, $1. Then a pull back to 45 cents. And after that, maybe explode for 22 too high. All those previous highs to 192. So that's the bullish case. And at the same time, you'll be defining higher lows. You'll be defining that arc right there on the right side. So that's the lookout for Brixton. Okay, which one's the next one? Jesus. Which one should be? Okay, the Dow Jones, Winston Gold. Have you ever used the gold to oil? Yeah, I had fun with the gold to oil ratio. But Jesus, yeah, maybe I should deep dive that one. Yeah, because of price, right? A lot of machinery in oil in the gold production, right? So if the oil's higher, it's going to cut in the margins. But essentially, all that should be priced in, right? In the gold price, silver price, minor stocks. But yeah, that's definitely a rabbit hole that I'll go back into. Man guy dude. Guy on mining stock education channel was talking about oil to gold ratio. If you want that, yeah. Okay, Mawson. Okay, Mawson. Okay, I'm starting to get hungry, guys. Mawson, feed me. Send me food through the internet. Can the internet do that? Feed me? Oh, okay, cool. Doo-doo-doo, looking sweet. Arcs, arcs, arcs. I just love arcs. Yeah, another cool thing of arcs is reverse symmetry moves. Down, test, yeah. Explosion upwards, test, one test, two test. Okay, so what about these reverse symmetry moves? First, let's see where we are. We're right above that volume defined support. Love it. Slide to the moon. All the way up here. Above golden bullish cross, 1 year, 3 year moving average. So right here, we had a great entry right there. And what I'm talking about, these take a trend angle. 61 degree. And then 61 degree exit. And you could measure also the distance from the arc. So let's say you want to do a measured move. So distance from the arc on the entry should be close on the exit. Not an exact science, but I don't know where it's going to be though. 61 degree. So does that mean a little later? So this could be a projection of the price action going up. So now you have distance and time. So you could probably have a $1 Mawson gold in end of 2021. And remember, it could overshoot. So this is just where the trend could be, but you could have a wick maybe a month before. It could actually be a little higher. So about in this area right here. So you're maybe looking at a 2-bagger, 3-bagger around this area right here. So that it is for Mawson. Okay, one more. Next correction, yeah, spring. For silver, I'm a correction, yeah. Is it going to be that big correction that everybody is expecting there? That it's going to take 50% off everything? I don't know. It depends how fast we move. So it could be some type of correction. We have to see how stretched we get, how fast right now, and then I know that silver is going to probably peak a few months before gold. So just keep an eye on how fast we stretch, and then if in the correction how it handles. But the low for the cycle, mid-cycle low before we go really parabolic towards 2027. The low right now, my target's November 2024. So we could peak anywhere before that and then move sideways or go downwards. But remember, silver and gold, they have a tendency to go up, parabolic, or silver at least, and then crash down. So that gives you a clue that if ever I'm thinking the important low is going to be 2024 November or mid 2024, it could be just maybe 6 months before we could peak. So in 2023 could be the actual peak for silver before it corrects, and then have the ultimate peak above it. So 2021, yeah, correction. But is it the big correction that everybody's going for that melt down there? I'm not sure. New range. What's new range? Is that a company? Yeah, I'm hungry. Have to go eat. New range gold. Never heard of this. Is that a yikes? You know why I say yikes? Because it's below a 1 year and 3 year moving average. And I'd rather the other ones that weren't like that. A++ setups. You could come back in a few months and say, Patrick, you were wrong. It went up. But time is an issue, and you want to be on the good side of something. You want your timing. Technical analysis is there to give you the timing that fundamentals can't. When everything's ready, when the insiders, they bought what they had to buy, where the people who took profits had to take profits. And right now, you're right below it. So if it does close above, you could even say, look, it's below the arc. It's hard to could try to cheat the arc there, but maybe we won't have an arc on this one. Maybe I have to look a little closer. It's never... With practice, I get to do these things faster and see faster patterns, but sometimes I post a chart and I said, oh, Pat, you missed that line. You missed that critical line. And then like time moves on. I'm on to something else. Chart morphs. Yikes. All right. So really, it's crunch time, man, for this little dude there. Crunch time. If it gets up, though, next top, 27 cents. And after that, 81 cents. So those are the moves. But you really want it to close the month there. You don't want that one to sag anywhere below this. Yes, Abra Plata is insane. I did. So I think on Twitter I have some statics slides. You could look at those. But this one's a beast. You had your chance, guys, last month. That's when it was time. You had to zoom on the daily. I know GV likes it. North Star likes it. Look at that. Well, look at the daily. It's still not that bad. Daily chart. Stocks breaking out, move below 50-day moving average. Oh, it sucks. I'm giving up. But actually, it's been digesting those moves. Look at that. So now it's pretty cool. Again, high water mark. You know it's able to stretch that far before a severe correction. And even here, 1, 2, you could draw resistance and support lines everywhere. So you don't even think about selling until you're at least 80% away from that 50-day moving average. And then after that, you could start getting greedy a little bit and then say, I could let it stretch to 140% away from the 50-day moving average. So once it explodes, it's already moving upwards. It's going to probably stay like this in the power range. So yeah, no, it's not too late. I think it just turned around here. And this thing should be a big winner. So that, see those other stocks, I'm sorry, the TMQ and they're not set up like this. This is set up for huge move. Huge. Huge. Yeah, that one's pretty sweet. So Stuart, enjoy your $1 million successes. It's kind of weird because when I was a kid, $1 million was a huge amount of money. And the more I grow older, I'm saying, yeah, well, it's not like inflation, right? Yikes. All right, is that it? There's no more... Kefi. You missed it, Kefi. Richard, you're going to have to watch the podcast once it's uploaded because we covered Kefi at the beginning. Okay, that's it, guys. I think that's it. I'm going to call it quits, upload that, do all the editing, and I hope you enjoyed it. So 1 hour, that's pretty sweet. Really appreciate you guys watching. That's it, guys. All right. Talk to you later. Winston. What? Ken. What? Huge. Okay, Ken. Okay, I'll do Ken. I thought I was leaving. I thought I was free. Ken. Is it this one? Ken, add your mining. maybe waking up, maybe slowly. Yeah, it just exploded right here. All right, guys. No, that's it. I'm done. I don't know when the next stream is, but I don't know, guys. So you'll have to twist my arm, use my PayPal donate button, paypal.me/badcharts, and try to motivate me. But other than that, if I have time and spare time there, I don't mind doing this. I love it. I'm really not trying to do this for the money, but I'm finding my time is running out, and I'm just trying to see how I could find the best way there to do these things. And because I have a whole inbox full of requests and time, and I just don't know how to prioritize all these requests, guys. But yeah, I'll do Ken Nadir Kubuguru. I'll do it for another time. I'll do a proper one for you guys. All right, guys. Thanks. Ciao. Hold on. Wait. The jingle? Is it the end jingle? Do. Can't finish without the Bad Charts jingle. Where's my jingle? Is it there? What? Alright, guys. Ciao, guys.